Hello. I thought I'd do a quick video about something that I have watched just recently. Well, I usually don't like to comment on things posted through conspiracy theory channels, but I do have to agree with some of the implied thought to the video on the Alex Jones channel, Meet the Dumbasses Who Hate Donald Trump. One of the big issues that I have seeing the protests of Donald Trump rallies is they are not showing a civil discourse that enhances their cause. They're showing a hypocritical mode of talk. They will scream at you, shout at you, and belittle you just for talking as I am now, as a white man. And when you show that you have a genuine disagreement that is respectable, they will lash out. But if you have a disagreement with them and you try to ask them a sincere question, they're going to do something like, oh, white privilege, or scream racist, or so forth that shit. That is a utter distraction of real debate. And as a person who cares about this country enough to talk about this, I would urge all those who are Trump protesters to actually think about what you're saying. Donald Trump is no more racist than you are, and yes, there is a slight bit of racist in you if you're a part of the protest group. Building a wall for a border and claiming it's racist is about as equal logic as if you were to go over to over to China and claim the Great Wall of China is racist. It was built as a defense against certain violent groups that threaten to undermine the security and sovereignty of the nation. A southern border on the border of Mexico is doing the exact same thing by trying to create a solid border in which the drug cartels are not going to easily penetrate. They have already been on record as shooting American citizens. So, I would have to say that is an epic fail on those who are so-called Trump protesters. Now, my criticism of Trump, personally, has been that he never seems to stand up for anything for a long period of time, except with exception to gun rights. He is a very fervent gun right Second Amendment supporter. But he doesn't stick with things that long. I also would like to mention that those of you who are protesting Trump usually are the supporters of Bernie Sanders. And Bernie Sanders' political philosophy tends to be more racist in how it's managed than Trump. Trump's political philosophy is individual liberties. It's based on you taking up your own personal responsibility, not government controlling everything, or government controlling the majority. Now, if you get upset at this, my next thing that I'm going to say is going to be even worse. The political philosophy that is known as democratic socialism is no different than that of Joseph Stalin or Vladimir Lenin. It is the same exact philosophy. And the reason why I know that is they use the phrase democratic socialism. They made the same, get this, the exact same promises that could not be kept as Bernie Sanders is making. And the end result was even more economic instability due to government overreach. Now, why would a person who understands history properly support Bernie? The answer is simple. They wouldn't. Now, why would a person who understands history properly support Trump? Well, economics-wise, he is a very strong candidate. Social-wise, there's a lack. But he does not want to do what fascism generally does. Here's a clear distinction. Government being paper-thin close with the economics, even though not officially tied. Then you have the intertwining of communism. Here's what Trump's proposing. A separation between the two. I believe that is a proper way for our government and industry to be, and that is the direction we need to be. We have, under Democrats and Republicans alike, have decreased the gap in between. It's time to increase that gap in between government and industry a little bit more. So I do thank you for your time. Have a nice day, and hope to see you again.